Today we will be testing an artificial intelligence created scalping strategy. Who am I? I am DP Roberts, and for years I've been testing hundreds of strategies and indicators, and I'm testing more every single day. I've compiled all that information into spreadsheets and used it to create a profitable trading strategy with a custom indicator. And we have an amazing community over on Discord where we help you become a profitable trader. If you are interested in getting access to the spreadsheets of all the indicators and strategies that we have tested, as well as a free trial to our custom indicator, you can just sign up for our Patreon down below. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing an artificial intelligence created scalping strategy. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 321 different strategies with 103 of them being winners. The best one so far was able to achieve an 87% win rate. That was achieved using the Academy of Forex indicator. And so far since we've been keeping track, it has outperformed 219 of the other strategies that we have put it up against, every single one so far. We've also tested a total of 1,020 indicators, with 425 of them being winners. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing an artificial intelligence created scalping strategy. And so the source video says massive profit with this ChatGPT trading strategy. And so the source video goes on to explain that they basically asked ChatGPT to give a profitable trading strategy. And this is the strategy that ChatGPT spit out when they asked that. And so we're going to put this to the test and see what we can get out of it. We'll go ahead and hide the few indicators here that we have on screen. And so the first indicator we will add to the screen is going to be the simple moving average. And go to this first one right here. Click on that and add it to the screen. And what you'll get is a massive cluster of moving averages. And so jump into the settings and turn off all the moving averages in here except for moving average 1, the SMA 1, and the SMA 2. You can make these whatever color you want. I made them both the same color and made them both the same opacity and the the same line weight as well. I think I did anyways. No, it doesn't look like I did. So bump up the line weight of those and yeah, it should be fine. Anyway, so you can clearly see that now we just have the two moving averages on screen. And what we're going to do is set those inputs to a 50 period for the number 1 and a 200 period for the number 2. And then click OK. And now we should have just a classic two moving average setup. We have the faster one and the slower one. And so the next indicator we will add to the screen is going to be the RSI. Now this is just going to be your standard relative strength index. And so go ahead and click on the built-in trading view one right here. Add it to the screen. It'll pop up and won't look quite like this, but we'll jump into the settings of this one as well. We leave the inputs on the default. I'm going to turn off the moving average right here, the RSI based moving average. And then going to scroll down. I'm going to turn off the upper band right here. I'm going to turn off the lower band. And what I did was went in and make the middle band black, turned up the opacity all the way, and I bumped up the line weight of it to a pretty reasonable size, so that way it stands out pretty decent there. And the next indicator we will add to the screen is going to be just the classic Bollinger Band. And this one will also be just the standard TradingView built-in Bollinger Bands, just this one right here. Go ahead and click on that and add it to the screen. And on this one, we're going to jump into the settings as well. And basically all I did was I turned off the background coloration right here, and I turned off the middle line right here. And click OK. Everything should be set up the way I have on screen now. And so basically what we are looking for first and foremost is we are looking for the moving averages to give us our overall trading direction. So when the faster, the 50 period is below the 200 period, then we're looking for only short trades, a downtrend is formed. And so in this case, for a downtrend, again, we have the 50 period below the 200 period. And then we look for the price action to pull back very close to or touching the Bollinger Band upper band right here. And you can see we get a nice confluence between the moving average and the Bollinger Band as well, which really gives you some extra boost on a trade like this. You get the same setup right here, except with the 200 period. But unfortunately, the RSI doesn't line up with this one. And so what we're looking for then, once the moving averages line up, the Bollinger Band has been touched or really close to. Then we're looking down to the RSI. What I do is I look for a nice red candle or a red candle in general, because we're looking for a short trade. Then I look down to the RSI, want it to be sloping downward, and we want it to be below that 50 line. And if I hover over this bar right here and I look at these coordinates, these numbers right here above my mouse, you can see that it is at 49.55, just below that 50 band or that center line 50 marker. And so in that case, it would be a signal to enter into a short. Everything lines up. We're going to put our trade right here. We're going to put our stop just right above this pivot right here, this little area that it bounced off these moving average or the moving average. And we're going to target a 1 to 1.5 risk reward right about there. Should be fine. It's 1 to 1.52. That's all right. We'll go ahead and play it forward a little bit and see how it plays out. You can see it. Really nice spike to the downside, getting us to a take profit. All right, for a long trade, what we're looking for again is first the moving averages to be in a bullish pattern. So the orange one, the 50 period above the 200 period, like it is here. We're then looking for price to pull back and touch or get really close to the lower band of the Bollinger Bands, which it does right here. We're looking for a green candle to form once it makes that bounce like we have here. And then we're looking down at the RSI, and we want the RSI line to be sloping up or pointing up, and we want it to be above the 50 line. Again, if you hover over this and look at the numbers right here, and you can see it is at 52.77. So definitely above that 50 marker. And that's going to be the signal to enter into a long. We're going to put our trade right here. Put our stop again just right below this pivot and nicely below the lower Bollinger Band and just right at that 200 period moving average. And then we're going to target that same 1 to 1.5 risk reward just like so. Let's go ahead and play this one forward and see how it plays out. All right, so it bounces around just a little bit there, but makes this nice spike to the upside. On a 5-minute chart, that would have taken no time to get up there to that take profit just like before. All right, so that puts us at the end of the testing right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, if you are interested in a profitable trading strategy, I highly recommend you check out the best strategy that we have tested so far on the channel. Has been able to maintain consistently in the mid 80% win rate. In the upper corner, you will find a link to the video where you can view the strategy. We'll also put a thumbnail up of the video on screen now, and I will also link to it at the end of this video with that same thumbnail. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the numbers on this strategy. So we did the 50 trade test like we normally do. Out of those 50 trades, we got 29 winning trades, 21 losing trades. It's going to put us at a 58% win rate. Gotta tell you, I thought this one was going to be the first one to beat the Academy of Forex indicator, since we've been doing kind of the heads-to-head kind of testing that we've been doing here for a while. And so it definitely got really, really super close. I was quite surprised how well this strategy worked. Now with the 29 winning trades, if you were looking to gain $600 per winning trade, your total gain would have been $17,400. On the losing side, you'd have been risking $400 per losing trade with the 1 to 1.5 risk reward. Your total drawdown would have been $8,400. For an overall gain of $9,000 altogether. So again, a really decent win rate. all things considered, compared to what we normally see, and not a bad profit at all. And so not for a 5-minute scalping strategy. But compare that to the Academy of Forex indicator. During the same period of time, we did 57 trades altogether. We had 45 winning trades and 12 losing trades, putting it at a 78% win rate. If you were looking to gain the same $600 per winning trade, your total gain would have been $28,200. On the losing side, you'd have lost $14,400 for an overall gain of $13,800. And like I've said before, the Academy of Forex indicator is mainly a reversal trading indicator, and this is a trend following strategy. And so if you put the two together, you could really maximize the market and grab both sides of the reversals and the trend side to really kind of accelerate your earning potential. If you're interested in the Academy of Forex indicator, you can get a free trial when you sign up for a Patreon down below. Once the free trial is over, it's only $15 a month to maintain access to the indicator. You do have to maintain your Patreon status, but still super cheap for a profitable, efficient trading system. We've recently developed a crypto scalping strategy. You can see some of the trades that we've taken with it here just recently. Been able to achieve a couple $1,000, almost $3,000 now in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Using this strategy. If it's something you're interested in seeing, you can click the link up in the corner right now. It'll take you to that video where you can view that scalping strategy. All right, that's it for the AI developed strategy here. We're going to go ahead and put this one on the yes list, and we'll move on to the next video from here.